Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection In Space Silver Ranger from Hasbro. In Space Silver is a figure that I was really excited to get in the line and did not expect to get him this year, and here we are, because Zane was a pretty cool character, but for Mega Ranger, Mega Silver was my absolute favorite character from that Sentai series. So really excited for this one, and this is supposed to be a Walgreens exclusive. However, I have not heard about it showing up in stores just yet. I was lucky enough to grab mine on Hasbro Pulse. So without further ado, let's jump right into this review. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, I've got to be honest, I could not be happier with the way that In Space Silver here turned out. I absolutely love that it is cast in this beautiful pearlescent silver plastic, and the gold is really nice. It's more on the yellowish side than the metallic side, but I mean, it helps it stand out against the silver, and really crisp paint just all around on the one that I got. So I'm very fortunate there, very happy about that. I think the only thing that I would have hoped for different was that maybe some like the silver paint on the mouthpiece to help that pop a little bit more. But beyond that, just absolutely gorgeous looking. And your standard male buck that we're getting with the rest of Zeo and pretty much most of the male Power Rangers. But yeah, beyond that, it's a very simple design, and they nailed it. So kudos to Hasbro on In Space Silver here. For accessories, they are very much sweet and to the point, which I like, and a lot of stuff that we see in other Lightning Collection figures. So let's come this way. Let's actually start off with the alternate head this time, and we have a fantastic likeness of actor Justin Nemo, who plays Zane. They've gotten really good with these likenesses, and the only thing I could think that they possibly could have done different is maybe a wash on the hair to kind of make that come out a little bit more, but otherwise, just looks fantastic. Great sculpt, great paint. Then let's move on to the hands. So right out of the box, as we generally get, we get two gripping hands, horizontal hinges all around. Then we get a right fist and a left chopping hand / posing hand. And then we go on to the Super Silverizer. We get two versions of it, which is absolutely fantastic. We get retracted and again, sculpted really well. And we just get those nice touches of silver paint. Really brings everything out. It just looks nice. It looks like, I don't know, classy. I can't think of another way to say it. And then we have the fully extended version of the Silverizer. Really cool. Same silver paint, but we've got some nice translucent blue plastic, which I think I was not expecting that. And just, I love it. Just that puts it over the top for me. And then finally we get our effects piece, which is just this kind of gold yellow swirly do. And yep, that just goes right over our Silverizer extended. Bring that through. Of course, it's gonna be harder on screen. And there you go. That is accessories. For articulation, once again, this is our standard Lightning Collection male buck, so nothing unexpected here, but we're gonna break it down regardless, top to bottom, and starting at the head. So we get some okay down, just a little bit there. Looking up, got a lot better. Again, the like Mega Ranger helmets definitely allow for a little bit more clearance. Not really any tilt, you got a little bit there, and you can go all the way around, of course. Then we have our butterfly joints, which are super smooth. Then we have our arms that lift up, and you can dab. But yeah, you can come into your T-pose. We have our bicep swivel. We have double jointed elbows to bring us to about there. We have our hinge and swivels at the wrists. Again, all horizontal hinge. Then we come to our ball joint at the diaphragm, and we're coming all around there. And we combine that with our ab crunch here down at the waist. And we're coming about that far down in our crunch. And then going crazy into the back. Then we come down to the hips. And again, this cut is the original male buck, so we're not really getting too much there, kind of like a standard. So not our full splits. Then we get thigh cut. We get double jointed knees, almost completely folding in half, absolutely fantastic. We get our boot cut. We get absolutely gorgeous point we get some okay forward, and then the legendary pivot, and that's Articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here is In Space Silver with some other Lightning Collection figures, specifically In Space Rangers, with some other Hasbro stuff, with some imports, with some monsters, finally with an articulated Icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as an articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on Power Rangers Lightning Collection In Space Silver is that as a fan of the character in both In Space and Mega Ranger, and just a fan of both those series in general and the Lightning Collection as a whole, like absolutely worth the wait. This was, as I said, one of my most anticipated figures in the line, and the fact that we got it this year, that it showed up, or that we are getting it, I should say. Again, this hasn't shown up in Walgreens yet. I hear the scalper prices on eBay are insane right now. Do not give into those. This has not shown up in stores yet. I'm personally going to be looking in my local Walgreens for a couple of friends because I want to make sure that everyone who wants this gets it. So, keep looking and keep your eye on Hasbro Pulse. It will possibly come in again. They've been really good about making sure people get figures, especially stuff like this. I will be putting a link to the Hasbro Pulse link, and then once the Walgreens link goes up, if it does, that will show up in the description as well. So please keep checking back if you're still looking for it. I want everyone who wants this to get it. And beyond that, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you found this review informative and or entertaining. And if you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. And beyond that, if you want to help in other ways, I will have those linked in the description below as well. So ultra thanks to you one last time for watching, and please take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.